the best breakfast for you isn't just about loading protein in. It's about eating in harmony with your natural digestion. We all have different appetites due to the fact that we all have different metabolisms. And in Ayurveda, that's your mind-body type or your Ayurvedic dosha. And so when we eat the right fuel, which keeps you in balance, you're going to notice that you feel more optimal. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to nourish your body in accordance with your dosha and how you can help regulate blood sugar, support hormone balance, boost your mood, and keep your digestion in check. I've got one energizing breakfast for each dosha: Vata, Pitta dosha, and Kapha dosha. And yes, they're all totally doable, even when your mornings get chaotic. So let's get into it. Before we get into the breakfast, I want to tell you more about what dosha means for your metabolic type. The wisdom of life, Ayurveda. It has the 5 elements that you see in many Eastern traditional medicine systems are available in each and every person's constitution. So we have earth, and when it mixes with water, it forms Kapha dosha. When water and fire mix together, they create Pitta dosha. And when wind and ether mix together, they create Vata dosha. So when we say the word dosha, what it means in Sanskrit is impurity. Ayurveda is the oldest known healing system on this planet. Its aim is for us to find harmony and balance in our physiology. These elements of nature, these are pure, and yet when they come together to create the dosha, they become impure. And that is because the human physiology can create disease if they're in excess. If we have too much kapha, for example, then we may feel lethargic, we may feel heavy and dull and sluggish because of all of that earth quality. So to bring it back into balance, we need to bring opposite qualities in, like fire and more stimulating and nourishing foods such as buckwheat, millet, rye and corn. So our breakfast today is going to contain these grains to create balance. If we are said to be Pitta dosha, and that means that there's a predominance of fire element, and that fire element can create a lot of irritability. It can create fast metabolism, rashes, sores, bleeding, and we would need to bring in more of those earthy or cooling and easy to digest seeds, nuts, apples, almonds, starchy yams, cottage cheeses, roasted pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. And if we are Vata dosha and we are experiencing an imbalance which makes us feel dizzy and lightheaded, we can't sleep, we are in this state of fear and anxiety, then we would need to bring in more warmth and more grounding to help balance that physiology out. Vata doshas need more hydration, and they also need more fats in their diet. Grounding root vegetables like sweet potatoes, yams, pumpkins and winter squashes, summer squashes, they all balance out Vata dosha, along with seasonal fruits, mangoes, papayas, avocados, strawberries, figs, ghee, almonds and spices. I'm sharing this with you because it will help you to understand that in each of our physiologies, the foods that we're drawn to can either bring us into balance or they can take us away from this balance. If you would like to get to know a little bit more about it, I have a course that runs called Nourish Your Nature, and that's running in May. And I will share with you how you can understand your physiology and how you can start cooking in your kitchen the foods that will bring you back into balance again. So you start to feel a lot more stable and a lot more supported by the foods that you eat. Let's cook up a perfect breakfast to keep you feeling your best. Our grain breakfast bake is a mixture of whatever grains you can get your hands on, which are good for your dosha. So if you want to be more cooling, have oats and rye and quinoa. If you want to be more warming, use millet and buckwheat. Use flax seeds as they're heavy, slimy and hot and great for Vata dosha. But Pitta doshas and Kapha doshas can use chia seeds as a great substitution. Use dates as a natural sweetener to help you cool down the body. Great for Pitta dosha, not so good for Kapha dosha. And you can substitute with raisins. So in a large bowl, you combine the oats, the buckwheat, the dates or raisins, and chia seeds and coconut. Pour on 2 cups of almond milk or cow's milk if you prefer. Add in some pumpkin seeds and give it a stir to combine the flax seeds, the date syrup. And here's where you get to be really creative. Add in the spices that you love and that you know are going to be most balancing for your dosha. So I know if I'm going to use cinnamon, that I need some rose petals to balance my Pitta dosha. Add ghee to your dish. That's fine. And then garnish with some sunflower seeds and the rose petals. You can also make a second dish of it, put it in the fridge uncooked, and then bake it the following morning as well. Can you guess which dosha this breakfast is secretly designed for to balance? Most people get it wrong, but I'll reveal the answer at the end. Preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and bake it for 30 to 35 minutes or until the top is golden and slightly crisp. Next up, let's get ready to soothe Pitta dosha. Now, they do best with cooling, sweet, nourishing foods. Our cinnamon banana oat pancakes are excellent for women's health with soothing your nervous system, hyperacidity or ulcers. Start by placing 1 cup of oat flour in a bowl along with 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. Add in the mashed banana, the chia seeds and the almond milk and blend until smooth and well combined. Heat up a lightly oiled griddle pan and then pour a 1/4 cup of the batter onto the griddle. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until golden brown and serve with your favorite topping. Mine was coconut yogurt, some honey and some chopped dates and nuts. Next is a delightful, light but also stimulating for appetite. Start by peeling your apple, then warming up some ghee on the pan on a medium heat. You can add ginger if you are more Kapha dosha, or more cardamom if you're Pitta dosha, and add some dry ginger. Is great for balancing Kapha dosha, or some fresh ginger if you're more Pitta and Vata dosha. Add in 2 star anise and 4 cloves. Also add a few fronds of saffron and then add some water and cook the apple until it's soft, about 8 minutes before serving. Okay, drum roll please. Which dosha is this breakfast for? Well, here's the magic. It's for all of them. You know, all you need to do is just tweak a little bit based on who's at the table. Here's what I mean. For Kapha dosha, you want to go easier on the sweet and heavy toppings and instead add in more pungent spices. And what we do is just reduce the honey and skip the nuts and dates. For Vata dosha, bring in more grounding qualities. So add an extra spoon of ghee on your breakfast and use some soaked nuts as well. And for Pitta dosha, it's all about the cooling dates. just a sprinkle of the pungent spice like cinnamon, and use some extra cottage cheese, some yogurt. That's the beauty of Ayurvedic cooking. One recipe, many ways to balance. And if you want to go deeper into this kind of intuitive healing cooking, then come and join me in the Nourish Your Nature course. It's not just a course, it's a cooking journey, which I've lovingly guided others for the past 5 years, and we've seen people transform their digestion, fall in love with real food again, and feel confident in the kitchen. Things that you'll learn on this course are meal planning for your dosha, and how to start using food as medicine as it's meant to be. So in the modules, you've got Discover Your Dosha, the art of Ayurvedic cooking, food as medicine, meal planning, the Ayurvedic way, rituals for renewal, and living Ayurveda. And you're going to learn how to create food that actually supports your energy, your mood, and focus, and how to cook for the whole family in a way that feels aligned, nourishing, and more joyful. These breakfasts were just a taste of what's possible. If you're ready to bring Ayurveda into your life and into your kitchen, the link is in the description. I'd love to cook more with you. Don't forget to join us. If you would love to learn more about Ayurvedic cooking for inflammation, then you must watch this video. If you want to learn more about cleansing and detoxing your body, watch this video. Thanks for watching.